Hi guys! Today on Divas Can Cook, we are making smothered turkey wings. I love this dish. It's not the most attractive looking dish, but it is so good. Some good old southern soul food eaten here, and it's pretty doggone easy to make, so let's go. Alright, we're going to start with some fresh turkey. Don't get the frozen kind, okay? Make sure it's nice and fresh. We're going to place these into our pan. These things are huge. Beastly. Oh my gosh. We're going to brush them with melted butter. You can also use some olive oil. I'm using olive oil here. Just go ahead and brush them generously, both sides. And now I have a seasoned mixture of all kind of stuff. Yummy. All kind of stuff. Go ahead and just stir this up. But you can get away with just using salt, pepper, and garlic powder. But I like to have a lot of seasonings here. I'm going to sprinkle these seasonings generously because y'all know I love me some flavor, baby. Go ahead and just sprinkle that seasoning generously over this turkey, front side, back side. Use your hands to kind of massage, get everything evenly distributed. Add more olive oil or butter if you need to kind of help get those spices well distributed. And then go ahead and place them in a roasting pan. Use a roasting pan. You don't want these wings cooking in their own juice. Not good, not good. Next, we're gonna cover them up very, very tightly with some foil paper. We're gonna place them into our oven. It's already preheated at 275, very, very low. We're gonna bake for about 2 to 2.5 hours. The last few minutes, go ahead and broil it because we do not want a chewy skin. We want a nice crisp skin. I have drained off all those juices and placed them in a pan lined with foil paper. Let's make this gravy. Okay, so I chopped up some bell peppers, some celery, some onions. Yum, yum, yum. Go ahead and chop it up really, really tiny. I like little super tiny pieces in my gravy. I don't like big pieces in there. I'm going to melt some butter into my deep skillet. And now when my butter is nice, and it's a lot of butter, but it makes a really good gravy. Go ahead and add those vegetables into that butter. We're going to saute these just until the vegetables are almost tender, okay? You don't want to overdo it here. Just until it's almost tender and it smells so divine. Oh my gosh, I love this gravy so much. Then we're going to add in our flour. We got to thicken it up some, okay? So go ahead and stir in that flour. We're going to cook it until it's nice and golden and the flour no longer has that raw flour taste. Then we're going to throw in lots of chicken broth. You could also use some of the broth from your turkey, but I like to use chicken broth. I don't like to use the turkey broth in my gravy. It sounds crazy, I know, because it's like, hello, turkey, but still, I don't like it. Next, we're going to add in some good old whole milk, okay, just regular whole milk, and then we're gonna throw in some heavy cream. This gets it really creamy and thick and just luscious. I love it. So go ahead and cook this gravy. Some people like their gravy to be thin and silky, which is, you can stop right here if this is like your texture. But I go ahead and just kind of cook mine down even more just to kind of get it really thick and creamy. I like a really thick and creamy gravy, so yeah. And I also don't strain my gravy. I leave all those chunks of vegetables in there because when it melts down into that rice, oh, so good. But yeah, this is how I do my gravy, nice and thick. And this is actually the next day. I always make my gravy a day ahead because it has time to sit in the fridge and get all those yummy flavors. Yum. So now you want to season this with some garlic powder, lots of black pepper, some salt, some parsley, just to kind of bring it to life. It needs seasonings. Don't, make sure you season it really well, okay? And now we're pretty much done. It's nice and thick. If it gets too thick, you can add more milk or more chicken broth, but I like mine this texture. Go ahead and pour it right on top of those turkey wings. Yummy. All right, now we're going to cover it back up. We're going to place it back into our oven for about an hour. You may not need that long, but when it comes out of the oven, voila, you have this good old soulful, smothered turkey wings that is so good. Make some rice. You gotta have that white rice. Go ahead and throw your rice on the plate. Get you one of them wings. And then go ahead and drizzle on more of that gravy. Then go ahead and make your cornbread, your candied yams, your collard greens, your sweet tea, and macaroni and cheese. And you got yourself a good look at that. Oh, it was so tender, y'all. It was so tender and it was so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. You know you can find it on my blog at divasandcook.com. So go on over there and check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Later.